Hi everybody, just finished my breakfast. Good job really, because I'm going to talk to you today about breakfast. What places have you eaten your breakfast? I've eaten my breakfast on the bonnet of a Jeep when I was on safari, by the ocean when I was on holiday, with a Disney character when I was at Disneyland, and then up a mountain in a tent when I was climbing Machu Picchu. I wonder what sort of things you've eaten. I've eaten pancakes, fry-ups, croissants, and even cake. Yes, cake for breakfast. But I bet you can think of some other things that you might have had for breakfast. Why don't you talk about this with an adult? Well, today we're going to hear a story and see a story of when Jesus made breakfast for his disciples. I'd like you to watch and listen to see where they were and what they had to eat.
Some of Jesus' followers were together when Peter said, "I am going fishing."
Okay.
So they all went out to the sea, but caught nothing all night. At dawn, they saw a man standing on the beach.
Oh, hey, over here.
The man called out to them and said, "Have you caught any fish?"
Nope.
The man said, "Throw out your net on the right side and you'll get some."
Okay.
So they did, and they couldn't bring in the net because there were so many fish in it. Then one of the men on the boat said to Peter, "It's Jesus." When Peter heard that it was Jesus, he swam to the shore while the others pulled in the load to the boat. When they got there, they found breakfast waiting for them.
I miss a fish. Got it.
Did you hear where Jesus was? Yes, he was by the shore and he was eating fish. I wonder how many of you have fish for breakfast. In our story, we also heard that it was soon after Jesus had come alive again, and at first the disciples didn't recognise him. Jesus helped them to recognise him by some of the things he said and what he got them to do. Jesus wasn't upset when they didn't recognise him, but he helped them to see that it was him, and once they realised this, he welcomed them to join him for breakfast. This story shows us that even when we forget about Jesus, and I'm sure this happens in our busy lives today, we should remember that Jesus is always there, ready to welcome us back with open arms, and a good way to do this is via a prayer. Also, the disciples were really excited to see Jesus again, and they were really happy. I thought we'd say a little prayer now. Dear Lord, I know sometimes we don't always think and do the things you want us to, and we forget you're there. Help us this week to remember you and ask you to welcome us with open arms. Amen. So on our website, I've left a few bits for you this week. I've left you a craft which you can make a fish bookmark to help you remind you of the story. And I've also left a couple of puzzles for you to do. Hope you enjoy making them and doing them. That's all for this week. See you next week. Have a good half term.